How can I reduce legal costs in a divorce? Let me tell you. First of all, you need to go through the 5 steps that I'm about to outline to you. And it's important that you go through them in the correct order. At the Manning Law Company, we understand that when you become married to a person, you become one in 5 different areas. You become one spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, and legally. And it's important that you become independent in each of those 5 areas. And the order in which you address these 5 areas makes all the difference in reducing your legal costs. Very often, people want to immediately jump into a legal divorce. They want to separate legally. What happens is if you start with the legal battle, while you're in court, while you're paying an attorney, you're figuring out how to divide out the finances, how to establish the separate residence or separate physically. You're making a decision on what to do with your emotions, which has to do with the children you love, the family and people around you, as well as your own emotions in going through a divorce. And then when all of that's happening, they really consider the spiritual component, which is, well, is this even the right thing to be doing? If you want to reduce your legal costs, you want to kind of reverse that order. First, you want to make the actual determination that spiritually you have separated that way. If you know for sure that God has released you from this marriage, that will help you go a long way. The next thing you want to do is separate yourselves physically. Establish your own household. Then you want to establish your own financial identity. Create your own bank accounts. Create your own credit cards. Separate yourself from the joint or the marital debts and assets and things that have accumulated. These are things you can do without court involvement, without attorney advising you. When you're doing these things, it will help you to deal with a lot of the emotions. It'll help you to have time to deal through the anger and the disappointment, the hurt and the frustration. And all of that does come together with a divorce. It will help you have an opportunity to see how it is that we really are able to operate with the children, you know? Can I trust this other parent to give me the money I need? Can I trust this other parent to come and get the child when I ask them to? This will help you do these things. Once you've worked through a number of these steps, the spiritual, physical, financial, and emotional, now it's time to move into a legal divorce. This will reduce your costs immensely. Everyone does not have the luxury of going through all of those steps first. Specifically, if you're in a marriage where you are being abused financially, where you're unable to establish your own financial identity because the other person is withholding the money or they're spending all of your money, you may just need to file for the divorce right away so that you can get the court involved to help you with that situation. Also, if you're in a situation where one parent is keeping the child away from you, here's another case where you don't necessarily have the luxury of trying to work through all of the motions. You need to file for divorce immediately so that the court can get involved to make sure that you have access to your child. The only other time that you need to get a divorce right away is if you're trying to marry someone else. But I suggest that it's definitely too soon for you to be trying to marry someone else if you have not separated yourselves spiritually, physically, financially, and emotionally already and have spent some time in that space. People do spend tens of thousands of dollars on a divorce. It's not because they want to stay married. It's because they have not determined what they're going to do with their finances, their children, and usually their house and the assets that are in it. If you take the time to solve some of those problems before you go to court, you will significantly reduce your legal costs.